We're live.
Good morning.
Good
I had to
morning.
turn my phone off.
It says I have a guest. What does that mean, you?
Me?
I don't know. It says a guest.
Well, I am your guest since
Okay.
we're in your doghouse.
Okay. Ooh. I just clicked off on the internet. It
Well,
said,
that's not a good thing.
hi. Let's say hi to people and then we'll talk really quickly. Jane was here. Hi, Jane. Hi,
Hi,
Greg.
Jane.
Hi, Jimmy
Thanks.
Mac. I was going to say Jimmy Crack Corn, and I don't care. Jimmy Mac Corn. Jimmy.
G's here. Sounds like
Pirate,
G's having a morning like I am.
pirate ship.
Mm.
So,
You don't ship through eBay, Greg?
what is that called? Ship Station?
No, that's on PayPal.
Oh,
Hey, Jade.
hi. Oh, it's Deadhead. Deadhead 828 is Jane. She's Jane or Jane? Is she another
Jade.
Jane? She's Jade. I know people call her Jane, but I thought she had a different name.
I think that's right.
Oh,
So
so they
my
did.
brain, my body, nothing's working this morning. So, oh, I forgot to send my mom and my sister the
Oh,
link.
yeah. Share us out. Give us the thumbs up. She said,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So, yep, for Jane, Jade. Hi.
Oh, okay, Jane, you just getting it now? Wow, you like them? Look at this.
That's the story of my life. I was trying to sign. Yeah, I did. She said you dyed your hair. I actually last week's show I had already dyed my hair, but nobody said anything. But yeah, I
No, it
gave up.
really shows. Really, you can tell really today.
Really? Well,
Uh-huh.
I dyed it and then I did a toner, so maybe the toner's washing off. And
Ah,
she hadn't seen me, but the toner shouldn't really wash off that fast. It's supposed to be like permanent. Oh, okay, thanks. She says it brightens up my face. I know like
good.
everybody's used to me like this, and I wanted to go with more highlights in the front, and my husband was
Uh-huh.
leave it alone. He kind of likes this. I want to call it. I'll call it butterscotch, only because it looks blonde in the sun, and in the dark it looks redder. He
Okay.
strictly uses partnership. He earns 2% cash back on his credit card. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. That was happening to me too. I think I only get 1% back, but I know that I was getting more credits than normal, and it was probably
Uh-huh.
because the charges on the credit card to ship. That helps. It actually helps. And she's
Okay.
asking you if you got a haircut, and you're just going to say you actually need a haircut.
I need a haircut. Oh my God. It's just flat. I put no product. This is just straight out the wash.
I
But
wasn't.
I have to call her today. My mom needs a haircut. She's fussing because we go at the same time.
I
So,
didn't
and
even. I didn't even dry my hair. I just brushed it back after. I actually jumped in the shower. I didn't think I had time because it was.
what?
So my hair is.
I know they got
It's like
sick.
95% dry. Your city card
Okay.
is in case cashback. Okay. I have actually an Amazon.
Yeah. You want to say hello?
My
Huh?
Amazon Prime card gives me
Hello. Oh, you heard
3%
Sean?
on Amazon. Why is she saying bye? Oh, she says she has to go. I'm
Oh, she got
sorry.
meetings today. Bye,
Bye.
Jane.
Bye. Have a great day.
I'm still trying to share us out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. All right, bye, honey.
Bye, Tony.
So long.
So long.
So we're over the weekend. We're gonna have to leave the dogs for a little while, and I have nobody to deal with them. So I'm just gonna have to pray
You're
that
gonna
they
have to.
do.
Did you say you're gonna have to cry? Is that what you said?
No, pray.
Oh,
Pray
well,
that
you're gonna
they
be
can hold
fine,
their.
honey.
pull
They're
their
gonna be
liquid
fine.
because it's going to
Feed
take
them and take them out before you leave. Like feed them as late as you can before you leave.
the travel time is going to be about. It's going to eat up 4 hours of our day.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, thank you.
it's basically we're going to have to say hi and like that'll be that. Hey, pedaling.
Hey, Joanne.
So if Jimmy Mack is still here, put one in the chat because I made you moderator and I can see if the wrench stuck. You don't have to talk. Hello, Norton's here.
Y'all hit that thumbs up
And subscribe.
Johnny must still be live because Glams was talking about being doing her first Posh live.
Oh, and
she said it went okay. She said she feels like it was more like of a learning experience, working out the kinks and stuff. But she goes, some of those people can be harsh.
Oh, they're so harsh because they'll say, no, I don't like that. It's a little wide for me. Oh, that's a little young for me. Oh, that's a little old for me.
Right.
They'll
Or
say,
I kind of felt she was saying because like if you don't know what you're doing,
oh,
like you're not real quick at it or something, they get ugly. So
that's the thing. I think Poshmark has. I mean, I was about to do my first live, and there was another woman who said I'm going to do my first live too. So she said, follow me and give me a heart on the. The thing is, like, you make a page. It's like you're making an ad for your lives, and Glamis didn't really understand. I mean, at first she didn't understand.
Smoke. Wait, hold on.
But anyway, if you make the live post and you say, if you like this, and you make it like an expensive amount so nobody's really going to buy it because it's not an object, and you say like this and you'll get a notification when you drop the price right before your show, and then people, hi Amy, let me see if
hey Amy, I heard Amy's having a live sale today.
Is it today? Good. What time? Write down the time. So anyway, a lot of people want everything for dirt cheap. There was a guy I heard that charged $15 for supposed admission to his live show, and he has designer purses. $15. Now, you could watch it for free, but if you paid the $15, it's $15 plus the shipping money. No, it was $3 plus the price he made. He made it listing for $3 and then it's $7. I don't know. It worked out to like $15 you had to pay. And I thought, that's a lot of nerve. Just to have somebody, it's like, what are you, a rock star? You're making people pay to bid on Poshmark. But then I thought, if he can do it, do it. I mean, it seems ridiculous to me, and I wouldn't want to. But I guess it weeds out the riffraff. If people bid on stuff and then they don't pay because they have buyer's remorse, it kind of screws you over. But yeah, right? Like, and then he said, well, I'm going to send everybody who gave me the money a free thing. But he said the free thing could be a handwritten note. And I thought, well, I'll only charge $5 for a handwritten note if that's what people want. They want a pen pal and pay for it. I'll do it for cheap. Hi. You have to stop whining because you've worn out twice already. I'm talking to Norton. Yeah, pay to bid, really. I mean, I know that there's somebody on YouTube that does that, and they supposedly refund your whatever the price is to sign the job form. They charge you, and then they'll give it back on your first order. But even that is insane. So, Amy, 10 a.m. Central, which is what Eastern? Because if you don't tell me Eastern, I can't figure
11.
it out. 11. Is that today 11? We're probably going to go over. We usually do. Then why even do it? I mean, the thing about Poshmark is some people try to separate it out. They'll say, I'm doing a sportswear live. I'm doing a kids live. I'm doing a plus size live. I'm doing
Mhm.
a size small live. I mean, if you have enough merchandise that you could do that, good for you. But I don't. I mean, or I don't have the patience to really separate it out. I mean, it might pay at the end to do something like that when I'm willing to sell stuff. But a lot of people want like the $5 starts, and then that means you're making $2 per thing. So I mean, yeah, there's some stuff I wouldn't mind getting $2. And then one lady said, I have a $15 minimum. If you don't buy $15 worth of stuff, I'll start it low. But she says, but if you don't order 15 at the end of the show, I'm going to cancel your order. I thought,
Wow.
okay, that's crazy. So anyway, he's really crying, which means
She's got to go out.
seriously. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
Go out, Mom.
I mean, the
Not
good
you.
thing about certain Poshmark stuff, there was one woman who says, I won't make my customers pay an overage on shipping. And after £5, if you have £6, it's $4 out of your pocket, the seller. And then you can have a box up to 20, but they'll charge you $22 to ship, charge you. So that's insane. I mean, so if you're selling a box that amounts to $15 of profit, you can be out. That's funny. You're like giving them money. Hey, what's the difference, right?
Take that baby to poop.
He was just out.
Aw. I know Susie's other dog, Roxy, gets upset with storms. I know Bella does. She tries to hide, but she can't. And poor little Precious wants to sleep on my legs, and my legs are not working this morning. Hey, Jennifer. All right.
Hello. So what about Roxy?
Now, Dad had Jade said she has her dog medicated because of the storms. I was saying Roxy gets like that too.
Oh, she's terrible. So sad. Hey, Jennifer. She'll be here sometime soon.
She must be on the road.
Okay.
Pick us all up a chocolate milkshake, Jennifer, please.
No time. Okay. So, okay. Good luck, Amy.
Good luck, Amy.
Roxy likes to roll around in the yard when I let her. The trouble is, she likes to roll around.
Precious.
Decomposing earthworms and bunny rabbit poop. We have so many rabbits. The rabbits are, I don't know if they're getting used to people. I know there's a whole herd of deer in my neighborhood now. I mean, lots of them. We stopped by, like we were driving very slowly. We see 4 deer on the side. And then the next yard has 6 deer. And I'm like, this is insane. You used to see one once in a while.
Somebody's feeding them? Because sometimes they'll do that when people feed them.
Well, the thing was, we have a bunch of fox now too, and they just stopped and looked at us. And I thought, are they waiting for us to like toss something to them? Maybe, like maybe people toss some dog kibble or something. I don't know. I mean,
I'm chewing on ice, and she's sniffing my mouth to make sure I'm not eating any. Really?
You're so rude, Precious.
I know.
She's so cute though.
She needs a haircut too.
Well, we all probably. What? You should see the video on my page on how close I got to a deer in my yard. Oh wow, there was a deer right on the side of my deck, but there was a hedge in between us and a fence. So I mean, it was pretty close. Like it seemed like it was only 6 feet, but it was. He just was staring me down. As a matter of fact, we had a coyote in the other yard, and he was staring me down too. He was staring my dogs down. They were barking like crazy at it.
What's your link to your video, Jade?
I have it's like becoming a I don't know. There's so much wildlife, in our neighborhood. I mean, they say that there's less woods for them to be in, but they're not that. But there was a rabbit in my front lawn yesterday, and it's just eating, and then it's looking at itself, and then it sticks out its back leg like all the way out, and it starts stretching. And Tony's walking right behind it with a garbage can, and it's not even moving. And then all of a sudden I go, oh, okay, I'm nervous, and went under my car. But I mean, I was standing 3 feet away from it, and it was like, okay. They're
Well,
dumb.
we get armadillos, possums, squirrels, rodents.
Yesterday, where I was, there was a man who, it was called like Wildlife Adventures, and he brought 3 animals for us to look at. And he kept saying, don't talk loud, don't flail your hands like this. And meanwhile, he's holding the animals and doing all the stuff he says you shouldn't do. And I'm thinking, like, I know he just doesn't want some kid to put his finger in front of an alligator and get bitten. Yeah, you're a charmer.
Mr. Charming today.
Yeah.
He's not charming all the time.
Yeah. I said the same word. I called him a charmer. So he had an armadillo. He said he had a 6-striped armadillo, and it looked really fat, actually. I mean, no offense, I shouldn't fat shame the armadillo, but he looked very well fed.
They are, and they're nasty.
He just said that.
And they will tear up your yard in a heartbeat.
That's what he said that I thought was really wild, because he said that there's different ones. There's a whole lot. There's like the 3-banded that could turn into a ball. There's a 6 and a 9 and another kind. And he said some of them make such elaborate underground habitats that they'll have like bedrooms, and they'll have rooms where they store food, and they'll have bathroom areas. It's like
they
crazy.
Just want to live like we do,
Yeah, they do.
But they'll make like big burrows, and it's.
Well, he said they're built to move dirt, but the way he was talking about, some of them can excavate it so much, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lisa, how's it going?
Are you thrifting this morning? Going to the post office? Where are you headed to? Are you home today?
I think tonight's a concert. It looks like it's gonna rain. I don't know. Remember I was telling you that there's a Zydeco on that day, and the guy, he wears this like vest of they're called the Voodoos, and he wears a washboard chest, and he plays the spoons while he's singing. And they got canceled a couple weeks ago due to rain, and it looks like it's going to get canceled again. But they can't keep going forever. I mean,
I love Zydeco.
Yeah, tonight's the end of the season for the Piscataway outdoor concert. And I'm going to tell you, is it South Plainfield? If South Plainfield Recreation is watching this show, oh my God, get interesting people, because it was so boring. The guy was very verbal before every single song, but I'm talking 5-minute intros. And I thought, the whole audience is over 60 here, it looks like, and mostly over 70, because these people don't have enough time to hear all this shit. Just get to the...
Just right. It was a lucky guess, Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa, you know that one of your favorite spots is only open on Thursday, right? So
yeah, I mean, with that, the Zydeco is one of the main things here, and it's just that beat that they have, it's so unique.
I bought a Zydeco album that had Cajun recipes in the case, and I don't even know where it is now. But I played it when I tried a recipe. I don't even remember it. It was so long ago.
Oh, so is that how you get in the mood to cook Cajun food? You play Zydeco?
Well, then, I mean, there was kind of, for a little while, it kind of went away. But there was there were a lot of Cajun restaurants around this area of New Jersey for some reason, and now it's like they all went out of business. Sadly.
I think a lot of people opened up in like Colorado too, and I don't know if they're all still there.
I remember going to a few of them. I mean,
well, if you come here, you need to go to the hole in the walls. You can't go to these franchise ones.
Well, I don't care about franchises, no, obviously, but and then the fancy ones that are downtown New Orleans, they're, you know, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to talk about prices. I know I'm getting old and I sound like a broken record, but we went to the fair and they were charging $8 for an ice cream float, or like a shake rather. $8 ice cream shake. And I thought, $8?
So ice cream what?
A shake. Just a shake. Oh, like okay. a small cup of, you know, an ice cream cone was $6 maybe, right. 6 or 8 depending on the size. And then right. I mean they had various sandwiches in these places. Almost everything was 15 and above. And some places had like $16 hamburger. And I said, I don't know, it just feels like you shouldn't have to spend $10 on French fries.
Right. I just sold some, but my phone was on silent, so you couldn't hear the cha-ching.
Oh, cool. All right, I got to go get Norton.
Well, I mean, you know, you're saying $8, but Sonic is almost $6 for a large shake.
Oh, okay, I get it. But I'm sure it's 3 times the size.
Yeah, well, probably.
But it's still crazy.
Yeah, it is. Totally is. I mean, you can't go to McDonald's and feed your family for less than $50. You know, it's crazy. Like we went to Subway and we got 5 sandwiches. It was like over $50.
Eating. Eating what?
Oh, Norton sounds like he's in trouble.
He's up. He was like he had his head in my flower pot and he was eating something.
Uh-oh. He likes dirt.
He likes dirt. And
he likes dirt. I want to show y'all something.
You know where we ended up eating? At Chili's.
Look, my friend sent me this cute little shirt.
I like it. I'm glad you're wearing it. It's
I love it.
It has beads on it. Did you see the beads? Near the fringe, it has embroidery and beads. It's pretty.
It's cute. Thank you.
Oh, well, it looked like it'd be comfortable, too.
It is comfortable. It's very soft. I like it.
I knew you would like it. I'm glad you like it. Happy birthday. It's almost her birthday. So if y'all send her gifts.
Gifts not needed. Yeah.
I didn't.
I think it's hard work though too. You know, to be out there.
It's crazy because it was hot. There was a man selling. Well, he was a cattle farmer, and he had set up like all these freezers, and he had frozen femur bones for dogs, and hearts and livers and stuff. And I was actually going to buy some of the bones, but he says he gives his big dog 2 of those a day.
2 a day?
2, like.
Oh, why am I imagining like?
Oh no, so not the whole thing. Like a piece that looked about, I'll say, 8 inches long and about this much around. I mean, it was, he had a big dog, and he says he gives it a pound of ground meat and then another half. He takes a 32-ounce container, and the bottom half he puts like mixed herbs and vegetables, and then the top half is just ground meat. And that's what the dog eats for the whole day. And that's all good and fine. But he's a cattle farmer. He can afford to do that. I mean, if you feed each dog a pound of meat a day, or 2 cups is what it amounts to of ground meat, that's a lot of money per dog.
Right.
Plus the greens aren't. And like he might be growing them. I don't know. I don't mind. I mean, carrots are inexpensive. Broccoli's inexpensive, really. I mean, you can top. I feel like I can afford to top the food off, like some kibble, but I can't afford to almost give it up all the way. It's too much money.
Right. Right.
And, you know, and they eat many days like more meat than we do.
Mhm.
So, but I look for sales. They get sale meat. Sorry, I can't afford to go to the cattle farmer, man, and just and I don't have a freezer like that. Maybe someday, soon, I will have a big freezer.
Yeah.
Well,
And then I'm sure running around free on the, on their property.
the dog was it looked like a Bernese Mountain Dog. I mean, it was big. It looked young.
Hmm.
He for a while he was like kind of he was mouthing the guy's arm, and I
Like
thought,
bone.
and I said like he's used to eating meat. I've been watching that dog.
Right. Right. Wow.
I
Well,
saw
I'm
that.
sorry to see my dogs get kibble.
Well, mine do. They still do, but it disturbs me. I feel like I could do better. I feel like, okay, I'll notice something. If I actually gently cook their food, they seem more satisfied because I don't know if the little pieces like they feel it in their stomach more, but you can't cook food on high heat.
Hmm.
It's supposedly, I mean, I believe it's true. They say it's carcinogenic when, like, the kibbles are so overheated. By the time they get, it gets extruded, it's because it's not human grade. They have to heat it so high, so all the bad stuff dies in it. But it makes it kind of toxic. I don't know. I had a dog who lived 15 years on kibble. She only ate kibble and biscuits. She rarely if she stole it off our plates, and she got very little. Yeah, she would get a little itty bitty taste of real food because I bought into the whole big kibble lie that was better for your dog. Like they did it for human beings as well. There was when my mom was having her babies, they told them, "Oh, formula is better than breast milk." And we're mammals. We should probably be nursing for a certain amount of time. I mean, it's just the way it should be. That's nature.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying do it in the middle of the mall, like with your tatas out. But they told us that. They told her that. I'm sure they told other people that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think. Oh, look! I'm going to show you my little friend.
Who wants to play cat?
Look what's hanging out on my chair.
It's the egg debate. Well, I mean, look, I believe what. Oh,
Let's see. Maybe I'll do this.
is it on?
Maybe.
Is it by accident or on purpose?
No, he's hanging out.
Hi,
It's my
Nana.
friend. Hey, Nana.
Hi, Nana. First it's good, then it's bad. Just the the egg whites are good. Oh, eggs? Are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Well, you know, I mean, I know there's a big
They're both
controversy about
good.
dog food this, dog food that, and I understand. But if kibble was so bad, do you think the vets would say feed
I'll
your
tell
dog?
you. Can I tell you why the vets say it though? Because um, for a while it was Hills Science Diet, the Hills brand. They were sponsoring and Purina. I worked for Purina for a while. They sponsor all the nutrition classes, which are like maybe two or one. They pay for it. They pay for the literature. They pay for the books for the students. They also give them I'm gonna say, what do you call it? Like when you get all the free stuff, like you get dog bowls, you get coupons for real food, you get all the stuff that people get.
Mm-hmm.
We used to give them booze cruises. We used to give them hats and T-shirts. Name unavailable should stop calling me. It's already harassment at this.
Well, I mean, but my vet doesn't push a particular food. Like they just,
Okay, I'll tell you this though. If you might say, so what do you feed your dog? And you're like you're paying a vet bill, like your vet school for $100,000. You're gonna give them the free bag of food. You're gonna go get it, and feed your dogs that. And you're also taught that kibble's fine to give. So, when you say, what are you feeding? They'll say, oh, I'm feeding Purina. I'm feeding Pro Plan to my dog. Well, guess why? Because, people like me were giving him coupons for free bags of food. It's
Yeah.
bad, but that's what I was doing. Hi, Donna.
Look, I'll give them what they like. Well, Precious has no more teeth. So she gets the soft ones in the little bags, which I know it's not the greatest food, but it satisfies her. And Bella gets kibbles and bits.
Norton,
I change it and she won't eat it.
for the whole first year of his life, was getting only Purina products because that's what my vet recommended, and he got it. And I used to work for them. They, I didn't think it was the really, really as bad as it probably is. But you see, there are some premium brands that back in the day they used to pay for. They said that they would guarantee their label, meaning they, like, if it said meat byproducts, it could be from any source of meat. But if they would say beef, then it would be guaranteed beef. So there's a lot of also what they call product splitting. So it might say cornmeal, corn protein, corn, same thing with the rice. It might say rice gluten, rice this, rice that, or pea protein and pea this and pea. If they keep splitting the ingredients into you don't think, you think the protein source is from the chicken or it's from the beef, but sometimes it's not. It's from lesser absorbed proteins.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just a trick, and anything past salt on the label is less than 1% of the bag. So if they say that, we include all these wonderful things like blueberries and cranberries, and it's like maybe they throw 3 blueberries in the mix. And
look, if I could afford better, I would, but they're doing fine. That's just me.
You can give them, you can top their food with like leftovers of your food. Like if you make too much chicken and you give them not the skin and not the bones, but just the chicken, and no onions, but you can give them pieces of meat. It's fine.
Right.
Kibble morning talk,
right?
But they say, like,
what else is going on in the world?
What's going on in the world? The 4-H fair is on in Hunterdon County, and I went yesterday because it seemed like a day I could go, and I enjoy going because I grew up in the Bronx and I never had a yard, and I get a kick at how these. Well, food for animals, food for dogs. We're hungry.
I know, Jennifer, it's always food, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, our food did too. It's sad.
Food is like crazy.
It's insane.
I was looking at this oh shit. I guess maybe it was a YouTube video or something. And they was saying, or something on the intraweb, about Costco brands and Sam's brands, what brands they really are. And a lot of them were like Purina. I think Costco might have been Purina for their dogs.
Costco's owned, the Kirkland brand is owned by Diamond Company. So.
Okay, but then maybe it was Sam's that had the Purina. But and it was saying like the regular foods too, like what the real brands are. So it was interesting.
I've been looking it up lately. As a matter of fact, if you are curious about fresh food feeding and other vets who, make appearances on her show, Rachel Fasaro she's a nutrition specialist. She has a degree in nutrition. It's for human nutrition, but she's an advocate for dogs. And she just says, I am not telling you to do this. I am telling you what you should know about it. Like, if you're going to feed this brand, know what the label is all about. Learn how to read the labels. And if you can afford to top it and do less with some fresh food, that's fantastic, and your dog will live longer. And that's what
I started
doing it. I started doing it when I was listening to her, and I started reading up and listening to the other vets that she had on her show, and it just made me think that if they say that they could live an extra, 2.5 years sometimes just from topping it with fresh food, I'm going to try to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I ordered a new camera, a new webcam.
Oh, congratulations.
Amazon, and I feel like you. It says it's going to be in today.
Oh, it's great.
I'm impressed. But we'll see. It says it should be here by 10 o'clock tonight. So hopefully it'll be in before Sunday. Nana, we still on for Sunday?
I went to I worked for Ralston Purina, and I worked for their provisions department, and we were taught that whole thing about hard food is better for their teeth and soft food unless you brush their teeth. We learned all that. However, the other vets say that the dogs, they do just as well with the fresh food, and certain parts of fresh food like actually help clean their teeth. Like if you can give your dog a raw only chicken leg, it'll not chicken leg, chicken wing, it'll act like toothbrushing. I don't know. It's
Nana says yes for Sunday.
Yes for Sunday.
Is it any particular kind or anything goes?
A particular kind.
Oh, no link, Nana. Nana says it's too early, Jennifer.
So, Donna, you feed lots of veggies and kibble. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I feed raw carrots, and they like to chew on it, and it acts like roughage. But if I want them to get more nutrition from it, I should gently steam them. That I don't usually. Mm-hmm. I do occasionally make up batches of gently cooked food with broccoli and carrots.
Oh, Bella loves watermelon. That dog is stupid for watermelon.
My dogs like watermelon too. And I give them frozen blueberries.
Precious doesn't. She licks it and then she drops it in her mouth. She's like, nah, not for me. Bella loves bananas. Precious won't even. She just turns her head like, what do you think I'm going to eat? She just like a lot of fruit.
Now, they make chewable bones from, this is going to sound crazy. It's really expensive. I haven't bought it. But they make them from yak milk. Yeah, it's called yak cheese. And it's like it's the healthy substitution for those what you were talking about. Lisa was talking about those minty things. I used to feed all the time. Those are like primarily hard cornstarch. I still have some of those things in my cupboard. I'm going to use them up. But I also have dehydrated liver, which it's fun.
No, Jennifer, her cat's still MIA.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? What's with the phone calls from the?
Maybe you should answer it. Maybe you got your brother and stuff. So is Jet still biting you, Greg? Let us know. No, damn cat has been nice again. Oh wow. Yeah, this is spoiled. Look at that. Look at that face.
Yeah.
It's rotten. Totally rotten.
They want a cash offer money. I heard that yeah, they take off.
You still got 5 of those puppies? They should be like no longer puppies by now, right? Wasn't that? Hey Denise. Wasn't that a while ago, Jennifer, that you had them puppies?
How old are the puppies? Puppies can be puppies for a year.
I know. A year.
Anyway,
5 puppies. Oh my! Right?
5.
But they're little, so that kind of helps a little bit. They're not big puppies.
Yeah, but you still have to try to housebreak 5 puppies is a lot.
I know. Well, I guess you can do, puppy see, puppy do. So if you get one good one trained, he'll train the rest.
I think that my poorly trained Roxy made Norton bad. She was always getting in the way when I was trying to do the commands, and I had a treat in my hand. She was trying to get the treat. I was doing it. This is not working out. You have to leave the room. But I had to put gates up. But I mean, Norton sat very easily, but the lay down, it didn't click in his head for some reason. He could wait for his food for like a minute if I sit there and say. And
8 weeks. 8 weeks? I thought, God, why did I think it was like?
8 weeks. That's about the time that they can leave their mom.
Oh, I thought they were like older than that.
Are they Chihuahuas? The Chihuahua? Those are popular.
I think they were Chihuahuas.
Chihuahua. They're tiny, she said.
I have to go take Sean to get some glasses.
Plus everything when you get a small dog, right? I mean, even all the other stuff is smaller. I mean, like a small dog bed is cheaper. Small
Pumpkin is good, especially if they have upset stomachs. You give them a couple tablespoons of pumpkin. I made some dog treats. You know the little what's it called? The Dash. Well, the Dash had puppy biscuit. They have a puppy biscuit maker, and so
I don't know what that is, but I think it's like a waffle iron, right?
But this one has little puppy biscuits it makes, and they had a recipe, and it was like pumpkin dog biscuits. They love them. Precious likes the little bits on the end that I break off to make them cute. Because if you overfill it, then it'll make these little edges. But then I got to break the edges off so they're cute. And she likes the little edges. Well, but that was when she had teeth, so maybe she might not like the hard edges now.
I used to make dog treats. I had a recipe that I would use, and one time I made them with cheese and pieces of bacon, and everybody who I knew, which was my boyfriend and my mom at the time, they said these look really good, and they threw them in their mouth, and I'm like, they have no seasoning, and they were like, and I'm like, they're dog food.
Yeah, but these were all regular stuff, so a person could eat them, Yeah. Okay, well, Jennifer, I knew you had puppies a long time ago. Not you, but your dog. And
she had other damn puppies. That's for y'all confused.
She said she's putting these in a kennel out front with puppies for sale. Oh my God. I'd like to put my puppies up for sale sometime.
Did you bring them, or was it an accidental pregnancy? Hey, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn.
Oh man, it is a lot of work to have a big dog, especially just everything. It's like if
Jennifer.
What did she write? Sorry, I'm not going to read that comment out loud. But
no, I'm not either. Glenn, I think you and Chris should come to our. It says ladies' night, but it's not. There's men there too.
I thought it was last night. No.
Last night I was redoing my booth.
Okay, so it's a different
video to come, but yeah.
Hi, Harold.
Yes, you. Me. I knew you were listening. And Chris, I'm so sorry that your envelope is still in my purse. I was so tired. Yeah, I can't walk this morning. I had to
you have money. I'm sorry.
So much.
You have money for Chris?
Yeah.
Chris, it pays to go.
Yeah, right. You can just pick it up. So I will leave it Saturday, I promise, Chris. It's not a lot, Chris. It's like 20-something bucks, but I still have it.
Maybe ladies' night is good for a guy.
Yeah, Chris.
Never know.
Y'all might.
Never know.
Yeah, just saying. They're gonna have food. They have door prizes. They have
food.
Yeah.
And it's not kibble, so that'll be good.
No, and there are men there. Like some ladies bring their husbands, and some of the vendors, their husbands go. I asked Garrett if he was coming. He goes, "Oh no." He said
the vendors young.
He said, "You, your mama, and Sabrina can go. I am not going." So, no, it's at night. It's from 5 to 8.
I go curse that.
Saturday, 5 to 8 on Saturday.
$20 is chump change. She's rich.
Wait, what's $20? Oh, okay, $20. Well, it's 20 something, but
That's
he gonna
funny.
have a nice check next month though. He sold some things.
I guess that's true when you're that kind of wealthy. You know, it's like, I'm gonna spend gas.
Yeah.
I don't like the looks of the darkness of the clouds outside. I'm just saying. I know I'm changing the subject, but bad weather.
We have some tropical development. Probably will get in the Gulf. So,
And Greg
two houses.
Is rich because he owns 2 houses.
Right. So yeah, so there's a down in the Pacific side of the Yucatan and all that stuff, but it should be in the Gulf by Sunday. I don't think it's gonna it's just probably gonna bring us a lot of rain.
Jennifer, you staying in
we need rain so bad.
She's, it's
a burn ban.
I am. I used to live with a Latino for 12 years, and I think he was way more. I'm not going to get into it, but I think he was way more racist than I was in general. But he came from a whole different world, in a way, in Manhattan, and there's like neighborhoods that are very heavily settled by one type of person. They get uncomfortable with other types of people. It's just the way
it drizzled here, Chris. Just a couple little drizzles. That's it. Not even enough to wet your finger.
If owning 2 houses make you rich, we must be really rich now.
Well, there you go.
If you could put a couple $100,000 in renovations, they'd be fantastic, these houses.
Chris says Greg just owns the cat, not the house. Yeah, Suzy's rolling in it.
I'm rolling in it. You can't tell it. Uh-oh. More. You're gonna need more. You're gonna need a bigger booth.
Yeah. It's flowing over right now.
You guys should share a booth in that place.
We could get a bigger one.
And, I know that Lisa said, or Jersey, she was like, she didn't like sharing a booth with a friend. She said it made for not a friend. But, when push came to shove, but you all have your stuff tagged different, so that means you'll get your money separate. That's actually not a bad way to do it.
Yeah, what happens is Chris puts my booth number on it, and then he puts a C on the back of the ticket, so I know it's his. So she pays me, and then I give him the money. I was so glad to see that he finally cashed a check I gave him, because he was holding on to it for so long. Chris, that messes up my checkbook.
She's organized.
No, it doesn't. I'm not organized. Well, now I have to be, because I'm doing my own taxes.
That's what I'm saying.
Huh?
That's what I was saying. I mean, you have to be more organized than someone like me.
I don't like to do my taxes. Chris, you want to do my taxes?
I just pay bills out of an account. I don't even know if there's money in it. It's sad. I should look once.
Oh my God. Well, I tried to, Chris, but I didn't have cash, and I had a check. And dude.
One of the banks. I only use one bank right now, but the bank I use right now has on their mobile app, you can do a remote deposit. All you have to do is sign the check saying it's going into that account, the front and the back after it's signed. And
Marie does that. She makes it easy.
I'm amazed at how easy it is. I hate going to the bank too, but I like to support human beings in the bank, because I feel between like the ATMs and this online banking that they're firing people left and right, and they're closing down bank branches. It's making me scared.
Well, I don't know. No, it's not that I don't want Glenn in. I don't have any room right now. I took so much out of my booth yesterday that I have bags of smalls because to make room for other stuff, because I just didn't have room to put my new things in and I moved everything around. I don't know. I need to push the lady out next to me so I can have her booth, but then that would mean, that would be like $340 a month for rent. So because it's $170 in my booth.
I don't know how much the booths are around here. They don't have a whole lot of. They don't have a lot of booths around here.
Right.
I don't even know. They used to have one place with booths, and I think the downstairs in their basement-ish area was like much less supervised and much less money. But if the people aren't there, the people that linger who own the place are upstairs, and so I imagine that stuff like that. I feel that people probably steal.
Yeah, I mean, our our place is pretty much full, and I don't know. She had a spot with a couple shelves that somebody was looking at yesterday, and so she has like some small shelf spaces, I think, still available, which is like inexpensive, and you can fit maybe one or two shelves. I guess like some smalls would be good there.
Lisa, if you rent a place, can you rent maybe you don't rent.
Well, actually, what she does, Jennifer, yeah, she does. So on my bookwork, I put what I made, and then I also put what I paid Chris. So it doesn't show as my earnings.
If he keeps making money, will he be considered an employee of yours or something?
I guess it would be like contract, just like we are for her.
Okay.
But I just put it like I would give it before. I would give it to my bookkeeper that I made this minus the 10% that she charges, and then I would do Chris's minus the 10% she charges, and how much,
Let's ask Lisa, how much is your storage unit? Because somebody said to me, if you're going to store things that you can't make money on, then it ain't worth the fee to pay for the storage unit. So I'm curious. We're going to have to rent a storage unit. We're going to have to. Because if Tony thinks that stacking my basement from floor to ceiling will be pretty for someone to come and look at my house, it's not. People are going to go, huh? And leave.
Pushing is not nice. What do you mean?
Pushing? Sorry,
I don't know. I'm slow on the uptake, y'all, today.
Me too. Should we go back and look? Auction, or list, or bigger booth time?
Yeah, I know. I think I might, some of the smalls I brought back, I think I'm going to do an auction.
Well,
Nana, do we have a theme for our auction if you're still here?
This is what you asked her. I think let's do anything goes. Do we need a theme? Our themes better? I don't know.
And I think I'm going to do another yard sale at my office to get rid of some stuff. I guess now's the time to do it since we're not having rain. But it's so flipping hot. Oh my God.
It's been really hot. This summer's been brutal for everybody. Hey, Robin. Good morning.
Hey, Robin. All right, she says she don't care, whatever. So I guess it'll be a whatever auction. Sunday on Nana's channel.
I thought we should have like a 5, 10, 15 auction. But that's silly. I don't know. I don't know. I might want to do something like that on Poshmark. So people will know nothing will be over 15. But it's, I don't know. If I see somebody that likes nice jewelry and I have a piece of sterling right in front of me and it's $30, I'd like to show that. But, I mean, I have plenty of like things I wouldn't mind. I don't know if I have my here, but you know, like, oh, I have a.
Oh, Jennifer said, I said I need to push the other lady out. Yeah, no, the other lady's been there a long time. I won't push her out. I was just teasing Jennifer.
That's what she meant. All right. I didn't know what she meant either, so I'm glad she caught.
Yeah, I forgot I said that. I was just playing. Oh, Precious, you're heavy. You want to go?
Yeah, I'm going to say one thing about this lady next to me. I'm going to go this way because I know it's the opposite that I want to do. She's very polite and nice, and even if she, I don't know. I've only heard you get like kind of, I'll say heated in like maybe a store, and never really that much. Just once in a while, I'll hear you in a car saying, "I can't believe that person just took my spot. Why are they doing that?" Da, da, da. But
I know.
usually you're
have road rage. I do have road rage. I'm not just to me. I'm not ugly to other people.
No, you're not. You're very tolerant. Even if someone's blocking your way. And you're like, so
I went to the bargain deal store. Glenn, I haven't made it to yours yet.
Which is that a new one in your area?
No, you know, the crazy deal buster thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a few things. I got some stuff the other day. Is it in here?
I'm getting very disillusioned with all sorts of selling, and there's going to come a point where I'm going to have to just give stuff away.
Look how cute.
So I'm not there yet, but it's going to happen. That is adorable.
Isn't that cute? I found 3 of them, and they have, like, you know, you can tell they're handmade. They're really cool. Hey, Belle. How are you, my friend? How are you, my baby? Oh, you want to get up and say hello? Oh, she's getting up to say hello.
Bella.
Bella. Bella. Bella, Bella, Bella. I don't have nothing to eat, Belle.
I think she heard you.
She looks like a poor man.
Oh, she heard me with the bag. That's why she's in here.
Oh, is that it? She thought you were wrinkling her bag. Maybe you were eating.
Yes.
Our dogs just like us because we feed them. That's sad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she heard the bag. That's why she came running. I was looking for this. And then yesterday I found a big one like this. And it's real leather. So it's cool.
Well, Donna, if you're sitting at every auction and not, I mean, if you're like crocheting and like just chilling, then that's cool. But Donna, if you're at the auctions anyway, and you would be, instead of just sitting and spending, if you'd be making $25, $30, maybe $100, it might be worth it. I mean, it's the same amount of time basically. You could come and go when you're
Look what I found.
Different.
I'm gonna give this to my son.
Oh, you listen.
This little boy loves dinosaurs.
That's cute. So she's listing and buying. So what? We'll find out what you sold. Let us be happy for you.
Well, yeah, I need time management.
Dawn, you said you sold something while we're live. Tell us what it was.
Oh, a brooch.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. In fact, I gotta pull it out. Let me pull it out while we're sitting here talking. So
I have animals on the train.
Look how easy that was to find. Yo, this is the best thing I found to put brooches in.
Should I show you some?
Get 2 of them for like $12.
See, now my Walmart doesn't have.
I just sold this brooch, which you won't be able to see because of my camera. My new camera's not in yet. You looking?
Oh, it's nice. It's really pretty.
It's a
it's like a cattail.
It's signed.
Oh, it is signed.
It is. What would sell best for ladies' night? I don't know, Chris. Whatever. It depends. It takes that right kind of person. That's all I can say.
I'm looking. Do you want to see any animals from yesterday?
Oh, y'all send prayers for my sister. She's having a test done. She
What?
just
Oh, prayers. My brother's still in the hospital, guys. It's now like a month. Ah,
It's a level design. Ken Cantro, pewter cattails.
it's nice.
And I sold it for $17.50 plus shipping.
That's
What is it?
that was a llama.
Oh, cool. You had some great pictures.
Was a llama. This one looks funny. His face. I don't know if you can see. He looks worried, doesn't he? His eyes are bugged out. Anyway.
Well, Chris, I'm still waiting for you to book a day on Deals of the Dawns.
You know what, Donna? It in the beginning, like when you have a new customer and if they don't send you the information, it can be frustrating. I think for me, it's almost like 20% of the people in the beginning till they like contact you or till they might pay you. Maybe it's a pain in the neck. So you really can't wrap it up tight. You just have to wrap it. I mean,
Mhm.
if you're paying 30 cents for a box or a bag or whatever the price is, and then if you seal it up and then they don't pay, you're kind of wasting some money.
Yeah. I
So
don't have that much trouble, Donna. I made a jot form. I love that. That's funny. I do a jot form, and usually I don't have problems. Like if I'm doing an auction with somebody, like when I did it with Johnny and Mark, you just send them the thing, info. One lady I owe a prize to, and I got her information yesterday.
you
Get
remind
Greg to do an auction. He's done it before. Greg, you want to do it? You want to be on Deals of the Dawns? I know they look like they had such a great time yesterday, Jennifer. She had some cute pictures.
this rooster's name is Harold, and I have a video of him crowing. It was cute. Anyway, they had birds.
Auction.
I don't know if these are fancy pheasants or birds of paradise. They were like really pretty birds.
Cute.
They were like gold heads and bright red feathers.
Where did you go?
I went to
She goes in and out constantly.
Where did I go just now, or did I go yesterday? I went to the Hunterdon County 4-H fair, and I don't know. I get a kick out of. I love watching the kids interact with their animals, and the animals are so well cared for, and they're friendly, and it's nice. I mean,
Are you leaving, Glenn, by, or is that what you're saying? Have to go?
Who's going?
Swamp.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Glenn, Chris, Greg.
Yeah. I made him take the day off to take me because he promised he would take me to this 4-H fair in the past. And I don't know.
Oh, he's still here. Okay. So, Glenn, would you be interested in booking a day on Deals of the Dawns? I have to see what I have. I know I had till December, but sometimes people back out at the last minute, and then I need fill-ins. So, I could have Glenn as a fill-in. I can have Swamp as a fill-in. I can have Donna as a fill-in. Jennifer.
See, now this cow was licking us, but I said, let him lick you. And he goes, his tongue was like sandpaper. It was like a file. Anyway.
She just pulled over to the curb and sniped a ton of pillows. I'm not ashamed.
See, like my husband, he like talks to all these animals and they come right over his face.
Maybe he's Dr. Doolittle.
He's gonna get bitten and his nose is gonna disappear.
I gotta look, Nana. Hey, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie. I didn't send her soap. I gotta sent Debbie her soap already. See, I feel
Look at my
bad.
calendar.
Well, I don't know. Auction up your puppies. What's the lowest you'll take for your puppies?
Oh,
Jennifer.
let's see. Francine Fines and Toochman is on this week. Comment next week.
I should read the chat and stop looking at my photographs from yesterday. I don't know. I enjoy that. Going to the fair. You know, when I was a little kid, I always thought I wanted to live on a farm, and then someone said they'll make you muck a stable, and then you like never want to live on a farm. And I'm like, well, I like this part of it. Just seeing you making bacon.
She's always cooking. Nana Tink, you are on October 13th. And I still need one more person.
Oh, I got no comments over here too.
Jennifer, October 13th?
Jennifer, do it. You don't have to show yourself. You can just show your hands. It could be like, I have this lovely brooch.
Come on, first person to say yes. It's going to be on my auction.
When?
October 13th. You on the week before that, I think.
I am. She schedules here without me knowing.
You're on the Crazy Maystache. Jennifer. Lisa?
I signed up
Look, she said no.
with a big N-O.
Debbie, somebody.
What about Debbie? Debbie, do it.
No, Debbie.
You know, Donna. Donna, do it. Have
Come on, Donna.
Come on, let her have the scoop. Come on. I think Jennifer and Donna should do their first auction with Dawn. I think that would be fantastic.
Right. 2:00 Eastern, Nana.
She's getting ready.
To get ready. Really?
Okay. You're gonna.
Oh, Chris, stop it. You need to put your name down there. I'm gonna put Chris's name down. Come on, Chris, you can do it. No theme.
There you go. Grab a money pile box.
Whatever you want to sell, as long as it's legal, we're good.
Yeah, and you know, we could limit it to no kids at the auction if you're gonna do like, I don't know, if we're selling like ashtrays and, you know,
I do ashtrays.
Let's say
kids can't buy
smoking implements.
If they're under 18, they
have to be. I think they have to be over 21. But
well, I mean, they can buy an ashtray at 18. They just can't use it.
I know that a lot of the websites that sell, let's say, you know.
So can I put your name down, Jennifer?
Is that what it's
you don't
called?
have to do just jewelry. You can do anything. Come on, Jennifer. I'm putting Jennifer's name down.
Jennifer, she's putting you down. And she wrote NO already. Donna, you've watched so many auctions. The fact that you think that, I'm sure you could do fine. It'll be. Oh, see, she's gonna do it. She's gonna do it.
Jennifer, done. Say
you're done.
I know it's blurred. I have Nana Tank and Jennifer. Done.
Heading out. So okay, so I went to the eye doctor. I ordered 2 pairs of glasses online, which is really scary. And then I told Tony, I only ordered 2 because it was buy one get one free. I was really only ordering 1, but it was 2 for the same price. So why not, right? I mean, they really were giving me 2 for 1.
Great idea.
What?
Glenn, a Louisiana reseller show.
You should. Y'all should. Anyway, y'all should. I need new glasses. My prescription has changed, and I went to where I usually go, Costco, because the lenses are cheaper at Costco. The frames are reasonable, but the lenses are almost half the price of America's Best. I
Wow.
do it. And I couldn't find anything I liked. I can find these exact frames online for around $25. And they're $80 at America's Best. So cheap. Did she say yes? Because
Yeah.
people are saying, yay, Jennifer. She did?
I'm not giving her a choice.
Oh, okay. Congratulations, Jennifer. It'll be so cool.
All right, who's gonna organize this, Glenn?
She didn't say yes. You know, people do that. Some people do that with me as well. I say I don't want to do another auction ever, and
I don't know who she's talking about, but
I'm
anyway.
a little tired of it. I feel like I'm a little burnt out about auctioning, and it's interfering with. I have the attention span of a gnat, so for me to do auctions takes up a lot of my attention when I should be clearing out my house for sale. I need to get somebody in to paint the outside and fix all the window parts that are falling off. You know.
I know, right, Nana?
I'm sorry.
You do well. You do that
I
well.
have ADD. It's
Yay,
part of
Jennifer. I'm honored, Jennifer. I'm honored.
auctions are
You
hard.
never know. Somebody always wants somebody to. Always. So.
What did you just say? Somebody just wants what? What you?
She said nobody wants what she's got.
People want. You never know. It is a racket.
It is a racket.
Because that's the thing. Like you said, they're $647. I priced out 2 pairs and it was like over $1,000, and I was like,
Well, that's what he's saying. He paid he paid $647 plus the insurance paid $400.
of that.
Right.
So he was lucky that the insurance.
Right. I paid $400 for mine, and I know the insurance paid another $4 or something.
Well, online, if you have your prescription with your pupillary distance and all the numbers, you can. I ordered 2 pairs and the without any sunglass stuff. What's that stuff when they get dark outside? Anyway, without that photochromic change, they were well, the ones I picked were really reasonable. It was like $85 each pair, and they gave me a coupon code for buy one get one free. So I think I only paid like $86.
Well, you know,
2 pairs. It's insane.
Sean had single vision, but they were different lenses, but he's got astigmatism in both eyes. So his was only like $200. But he also has Medicaid, and I paid for that. But he also has Medicaid because he's on disability. So I'm going to go get him another pair through Medicaid as a backup.
Oh, she said she was the teacher.
Jersey wants to know if you didn't fix your internet because she still sees you going in and out. I think she likes to go in warp speed somewhere. I don't know where she's going.
I wish I was on some kind of cosmic trip when I left when I leave the building, but I called her every time.
Debbie said she was a teacher, so she got 20% off. Debbie, are you a teacher? That's funny.
I haven't taught in years, so I feel funny saying it. But if they asked me for my ID or something, I wouldn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be lying.
Y'all, if I don't get a haircut.
Now, I want to ask people, this is another thing. So Nana, get ready. Another out of the blue question. My husband hates when we go to a fast food restaurant that has senior citizen discounts, and he is 64 years old, and Wendy's starts at 55. And so I said, for all these years you haven't been asking, and he goes, I want to ask He keeps saying, "What's $1.64 going to do for me?" And I'm thinking, all these years of $1.64 would have added up to like at least, I don't know, one music lesson, something. I don't know. It makes me mad. I handed him a $5 off coupon for our laundry detergent that, and he wouldn't take it. And I said, $5 is real money. He goes,
Yeah.
I have to manage that coupon and then remember to pull it out at the right time. He goes, get away with, I'm like, no. I
Coupons are,
money.
there is a serious lag between
Yeah.
the chat, YouTube, and StreamYard.
Definitely.
That's definitely money. Oh my God, yes. And let me tell y'all what is another thing. My mom uses it religiously. I don't. Fetch. If y'all do not have Fetch, download Fetch. Or I'll give you my coupon, my little code thing.
And what will you get if we use your code? I'm curious.
Well, when people sign up, they have special offers. So like I'd get 1,000 points, you get 1,000 points when you sign up. Sometimes they offer 4,000 points. But for every, let me look it up. So what you do is you scan your receipts, and a basic, you'll get 25 points for every receipt. But like you say, like you spent $8 on Snickers, M&Ms, and Skittles, you get 400 points. General Mills products right now, you spend $25 on General Mills products and you get 2,500 points.
Does it have to be one trip, or can you break it up over?
Yeah, and one receipt. Let's see. Cash cards. Okay. Oh my God, they want to resend me an email.
Greg said that Lyrica made his eyes go downhill. So is Lyrica?
No, I can't take Lyrica.
Something for moods or depression or what?
Lyrica is for
anxiety,
neuropathy.
Oh, neuropathy. I take something that makes me hard to to think straight. Anyway, I was taking a migraine medicine that interfered with my brain function, and I know a lot of people who stopped taking that drug immediately, but I really think it impaired a lot of things for me. It's sad. I shouldn't blame it on that. It could just be aging, but it seemed right away. And I got a little better, but not a lot better. I'm wondering if my eyes are going bad because I take 2 medicines every day, and I'll just say what they are. I don't care. One is a proton pump inhibitor, which I hear are really bad for your bones. And I heard someone say, well, it also could be bad for your liver. And I'm like, don't tell me. And it was okay. It was. I also take Wellbutrin. Is that something like that? Because you can quit smoking on Wellbutrin.
Yeah, you can. Wellbutrin is supposed to make you not want to eat either, but it doesn't.
Well, it's not working for me like that. I think the doctor wanted me on a much higher dose. And when I took it, I felt like it leveled me out so much that I was just in the middle. And I didn't like that because, sometimes you want to feel happy and sometimes you want to feel sad. So now I take half the dose, but I don't think it helps. I need something in the middle.
So on Fetch, I think it's like 10,000 points will get you $10.
Okay, so
my mom had like $50 in gift cards to Walmart.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, I had Applebee's ones. Refer a friend.
Back in the day, Jennifer, we used to just show one thing per, one thing times 3. And a lot of people used to say have 30 things ready. But now I see people with these like things that they're holding up A, B, C, D, like, and they'll say choice of for $4 start. And then
Right.
you see if it goes above 4. And then people might say, oh, I'll take A and B. That becomes more complicated than if you just say, I have this, it's $4, or I have
Right.
that.
Yeah, I used to do Shopkick. I don't, but if anybody wants me to send them my link, right now you get 1,000. Oh, I get 1,000. I give you 500. But then they'll have, once you're on, then you get like they'll say, if you get somebody to join under your little number, then you get 4,000 points. It's just you're buying groceries anyway, or food or clothes or whatever. I get gas. I scan my receipt. So, and certain things like my sister-in-law buys like a lot of like chips and different things for the kids. So I'll use her receipts and I get a lot more points because a lot of times they offer more points on that. So, but getting back to Jennifer. So Jennifer, on Deals of the Dawns, I usually do around 6 rounds per person. So that's 3 per round. Unless you want to do a choice. So say like you had 3 $5 brooches or 3 $10 brooches, then that would be one of your 3. So what I do is I kind of do round 1, like I set little piles up, round 1, round 2, round 3. I'll put them in bags and you can have them ready. And then unless we also do a speed round where you would say ring, $5, code ring, giraffe brooch, $3, giraffe. Like, so you give it a code name and a price. So you just have them kind of little stickers. And I usually schedule for a speed round at least 35 things. That way you know, to have a, well, but it's like little things that you have hanging around that you just want to get rid of, little inexpensive things. And you do them fast.
I like the idea sometimes of giving people maybe like, here, take 10 minutes and just do what you want to do in your 10 minutes.
The speed round is going to be considered your 3. That's your whole round, 6 minutes. So you get 6 minutes to do the round. So anyway, but prepare for at least 6 rounds.
Oh, you think you should have 20 to 25 backups? Okay.
Right. You never know. But I mean, if you don't want to do a speed round, you don't have to. I'm just saying some people do. Yeah. She's locked in. Oh yeah. She doesn't want plenty of time. Do 1 round a day to get ready. And put them in a little bag and tie it up. Round 1. Put a sticky on it.
Well, it also helps to have those. What are those things called with the sticky notes? Are they just called sticky notes?
Sticky notes. No, yeah.
Post-it notes. Those things are helpful and baggies that you could just say, oh, and then you write, hey, Dawn bought this, paid $5, put it in the baggie, put it down, and then you know. Yeah. Or a notebook, and then have a backup on the notebook.
Right. You know, that last auction, that was on Nana's auction. When I did the jewelry, I put them in baggies and I wrote their names on the baggies. Hey, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby. This is so funny.
All is right. Yes, ma'am.
So Jennifer's already starting. Hey, Dawn, I think I'm coming down with something in October. She's gonna be sick that day, you know.
No, she's not. Hey, Kent.
Hey, Kent. You know, Kent lives the life with the goats already. I want to have a goat, maybe. Well, do they have miniature goats that don't get big?
Oh my God.
I want to see your farm. I want to see what it's like. People say you should start, if you want to have a farm with animals, you have to start with chickens. They're the easiest thing to deal with. I don't know.
Chris, I want a storage unit.
I saw a video the other day.
A small one.
About a lady who was raising dogs and then she was knitting with their fur.
And she was what?
She was using dog fur as wool, like she was making pillows and blankets and things out of her. She had a big white dog that had a lot of fur.
Well, I think you can make those little, those little wool animals where they use a needle and they make little people. I think you can do that out of your fur, your glitter.
When Norton is shedding and I brush him, I showed you, I get like 3 softball size. I get
That's
a huge.
awesome, Nana.
What, I can't even see. Oh, congratulations! That's
I
sweet.
think we made 43. I don't know. We got married in 82. What is that?
I didn't even make one yet, and I still haven't had a honeymoon. And we're still not technically living together. Although he says we're living together, and I go, are we? You come home for supper and you sleep here, but you didn't move in.
He's moved in, technically. Yes, Jennifer.
She was using loose fur. She
goes, the dog is still alive, right?
But she thought it would be a good remembrance too. Like if you knit with the fur and then you have a pillow with the. I'm like, I don't know. It's a little off.
Donna, what I find is the easiest is either make your list prior. I usually don't make a list because I can't seem to follow the list. So what I do is I make piles before the auction, like round 1, round 2, round 3, and then I have little stickies on it for how much it is.
Donna, I don't know how you can make a sale amount goal because sometimes the price of goods for some of the stuff I used to have people that would buy my sterling and pay at the minimum $20. They would sometimes pay. I've sold things for $75. Those people are few and far between. And I find that if you have a lot of like probably $4, $5, $6 to $10, those things sell a little better. But it's hard for me to say I can't say I have $100 goal because sometimes I only make $25. So sometimes I will make more.
Right.
Hi, Patrick. It's hard to know. I mean, and then there was the 1 or 2 times that I sat there and I made like $5 or $15 or nothing, or I made $5 and the person never sent my information.
Right. And it was like I've made 300 in one auction, and then I've made 10 at an auction. You're gonna have those days, but
wait, why did you go?
And the audience really does matter. It does. It is. It depends on where you're at. Some auctions people pay more. And I think if you're like, I was on Mike and Mark's. I did great at that auction, but I sell glass and that's what they sell. And I think that's what their people go there for, And then like the auction that we told on Nana's, she said it was jewelry and people were going there to buy jewelry. So that helped, So it just depends.
Yeah, it's true. 2 people just said about that it's social. I do think a lot of it is social, and there's some sellers are uptight if the chat is cracking up and making jokes, and I think it's funny. Like, do you remember was it Mike or is it Mark? Well, somebody had that blow up peach float, and it was to some of the women in the chat. We were like laughing and making jokes about it, and I said, I wish I had a pool. My husband likes a big peach, and we were like laughing about stuff like that. It's just like,
and you see, that doesn't bother me. I like when
did he get it, or was he?
Anything.
I'm sure he got it right, but he wasn't laughing with us, so I felt like maybe. I don't know. I hope he wasn't insulted that we were laughing.
I don't think so. Not at all.
But it's kind of funny when I'll go with it. I don't care. If I'm selling a peach, I'll say look, you can always have a peach right here. Why not? If you had a cucumber to sell, why not?
Why is Amy going out of business?
Amy told me that she just, I don't know. I think like she's just, it's emotionally hard for her to deal with it right now. So, I mean, like, you know, it was just a lot for her. So she wanted to go out of business, and she said she would give some people first crack, but instead she's going to do this. And yeah, she's tired of reselling. It people get burnt out and then they come back in a year or two. Sometimes it happens.
No, Robin, you're not alone here. It is a lot social.
It's social. It is social. It's nice. You know, it's nice, like, even to come into a chat sometimes like this and then have your little, like, side chats going on. And,
Right.
you know, you could, if somebody says, hey, did anybody have this happen? And then, you know, you might get people talking about that. It's fun.
Right.
Or it's nice, or it's comforting, or maybe it's your, you know, this is almost taking the place of the lunchroom or the coffee break room or the water cooler.
Right.
You know, we're all working, a lot of us are working alone in our houses, and we don't have social interactions with other humans. We have dogs, sometimes, or cats.
Right. And then sometimes
Nice.
you'll get somebody who's not a reseller who are
Right.
really looking to shop, you know.
At an auction, that would be nice. Yeah. It's the resellers are harder to sell to than like just someone who wants to just buy jewelry or, hey, I really like Fenton. You have Fenton? I'll buy it. You know, that's
Right.
cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is my socialization too. That's why I got kind of interested in YouTube, because I never really thought about it, but then I realized, you know, when I'm in the mood to not be around people, I could watch videos on YouTube about whatever I want. But going to Victoria's Live in the morning when I was waking up early and was nice. It was nice to have people that I, you know, even though I'm not really seeing them, I see their names go by, they're talking, and
It was so much easier for me to get to Victoria's when she was earlier. Even though,
and now it's later and it's harder.
Yeah, like I would catch her, you know, she'd come on at 6. When she'd come on for me.
Cajun just said dogs are most better than people. Hey, dogs are, they're certainly less judgy, and they're certainly more.
Chris.
They don't care if I gain 5 pounds or if my hair is messy. So that's good.
Exactly. I moved some stuff around a little bit, Chris, but yeah.
I used to like to go to the evening auctions a lot, and my husband doesn't like that I do that. And we started watching shows together, and I have to be present in my marriage with my husband. It's no fun for me to just do cooking and have him eat it, and then if I just disappear, he's like, oh, you're not gonna watch with me? I mean, so I pick out shows we can watch for a while. But if he's gonna watch something about with superheroes, I'm like gone.
It was exactly, Chris. One down, one more to pack. I still got 3 to go pack.
I don't want us to be negative. I mean, sometimes I feel negative about a thing, but it's not I feel like, you know, we have emotions. We're allowed to feel depressed and negative about something, but I don't want it to be about you guys that are here, you know.
Right. Oh, Patrick's going to be on Beardos tonight.
Okay.
You got the link, Patrick?
Yeah. Throw it in. Throw the link in.
Throw it in. Throw it in.
Well, there you go, Bobby. Bobby's interested in picking up younger men.
Oh, go ahead, girl.
Where are the younger men auctions? Not that I'm interested. I'm just curious.
Oh, God.
That's funny.
You get it. That's funny.
I'm curious.
At
How much younger are you interested in? I might know a few guys.
What time is it, Patrick?
Oh yeah. I need to subscribe to this Beardos and go to the Beardo auction. See, and it's at night, right?
Right.
My husband loses me every time.
So she like us some eye candy too.
Oh, the stamp coin.
Okay. Discretion is advised. That's 8 for me. Good. That's a good time because I'll be finished supper and all that good stuff.
Oh, so you guys, I tend to be a little bit on the bawdy side, and my language is a lot coarser than a lot of the people here. I probably, and Dawn always she has me on speaker, and she'll say, "You're dropping f-bombs now." I was mad about something.
Well, I
And
know. I'll say, Susie, I'm going to the post office. No F bombs.
she's like, yeah.
I mean, I drop them too,
Okay.
you know, but Susie corrupted me.
I corrupted you. How can I corrupt anybody?
Are you trying to say I corrupted you?
I don't know, but she says she's 60. Wait, you're 60.
Younger can mean under 65.
That's so funny. You're 69 years old. See, your comments seem way younger. Your fingers don't seem any older than 50.
Right, Debbie? It's easy to
What?
filter the keyboard.
That's true.
I need to put like older notifications or something because I never get it.
I don't know. I know I'm a New Yorker living in Jersey, and you know, in New York, it's like people go, ah, yeah, you know, like there's we're pretty verbal. You bang into somebody like, oh, watch your head, you know, like they'll just say stuff.
Filthy retired nurse. Yes. I understand. Yeah, I'm gonna be retired.
I think I'm gonna file for my retirement stuff in March. Well, before March, so I can get it in March or whenever they'll
My
let me.
disability people want me to switch over, so I am because that way you don't have to deal with all that crap anymore. It's the same money, so
I've hardly earned any money, so my retirement is very little.
right. So as of my birthday, I shall be retired.
Oh, really? That's soon, right? Your birthday is September 3rd. I was gonna say 2nd. Okay, I don't know why I can't remember stuff.
And Jennifer is the 2nd or the 4th.
Bobby's birthday's around mine because I'm March 21st and she's in March. And are you the 19th, the 21st, 22nd? We had a few people. We were all like day after day after day, and Bobby was one of them. So I remember it was around me, but I don't remember exactly what her birthday was. So,
March 20th, she said.
okay, so she's 20th and I'm 21st.
Right.
So
Jennifer, when is your birthday? September 2nd, September 4th.
And she's a retired nurse too.
Yeah.
Dawn was a nurse.
Yeah, that's
And
me, Lisa.
And Lisa, you were a nurse, or you were a nurse too, right?
Who?
Jersey Gypsy Lisa was a nurse,
Yeah.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
who else was a nurse? There's a few people that were nurses.
Me, Bobby, Michelle.
Oh.
ER,
Well,
Michelle.
and the nurse Flipper.
ICU, ER, Michelle.
Yeah, Nurse Flipper was obviously a nurse. And then there was a jewelry nurse. Was she a nurse, or was she just calling it that because she fixed jewelry? See, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, Bobby. Oh, okay. Robin's a retired nurse.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of nurses. See, you could have
Anna has a grandson whose birthday is the same day as mine.
You could have a nurse reseller show.
Jade was an EMT, or is an EMT.
Okay, so you got, well, I used to work in nursing homes, and I worked in the Department of Therapeutic Recreation doing art therapy.
Robin says she's actually still a nurse in Louisiana till December. Well, let me tell y'all something. We had this little lady, and I said, you were a nurse? And she goes, honey, I'm still a nurse.
Okay.
And she was in her 80s, so no. But anyway, I didn't renew my license. I mean, there's no way I'll be able to go back to nursing.
Aw.
I did too much yesterday and I could barely walk today. So
I had a real estate license and I never renewed it, and now I kind of feel like the real estate was like tanking when I was trying to sell real estate. Just when I started. Oh well.
yeah.
There was one reseller that's trying to sell real estate. I think it's not hard for me to sell. It would probably be hard for me to get listings. I don't mind showing houses.
I had a insurance brokerage license. I didn't keep it up. Wasn't for me.
Oh, so and there. Did you ever hear like Bravo, is it the Real Housewives show? There was one woman that made a mint doing insurance. I think one of my retired artist friends, I'm going to say retired from being an artist, she got her insurance broker.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if she's doing well. I don't even know if she's working, truthfully.
Yeah.
I just see her. I know
Since
she's in work.
2019. I lost my shoe.
People talk about, like, when you see a lot of Facebook posts, it's just like the happy times. Like, oh, look at us. We were at a romantic dinner. Like, oh, we were on vacation.
All right, Donna. Good luck at the doctor with your husband. Y'all be safe.
Take care, Donna. Have a good day. And good luck. All right. I feel bad. I didn't get an update on my brother yesterday or today yet. But he's still in the hospital. I would have heard if he.
Good news is good news kind of thing.
I kind of feel that way because if the people that don't know, my brother's been hospitalized for many weeks and he's not doing that great. But he was out of intensive care as of a couple days.
So he's kind of holding his own right now.
Yeah, holding his own. He's never going to recover from his problems. They just have to get him to the point where hopefully he could go home, and if he could do the activities of daily living. And what I mean by that is really just being able to get out of the chair to the toilet and, maybe let the dog out even. That would be nice. Because they're not, like, he was driving up until a couple weeks ago. I mean, I should say a couple months ago. He was driving. And he has pulmonary hypertension and congestive heart failure right now. So they said the only thing that could help would be a heart-lung transplant, and he's not a candidate because he also has some scleroderma. And it's sad because to me, as I get older, I never thought that I would think somebody who was 64 was young, but he seems young to me, because I'm not that far behind.
Right. I don't consider somebody old until they're like in their 90s. Although I tell my mom when she's starting to act like old people.
Thank you, Bobby. It's I kind of think of us as old, but like we're not old enough that we wouldn't show up with, like, I was gonna say Vans and go to like a Ramones band cover band.
Right. But it's like after, like, my mom, like all my dad's family is gone. So like we're that old generation now in that family. I mean, my mom and her sisters are still living. So, but I don't know.
Oh my gosh, my whole chat went off. Oh, it went
I'll be 60 in September, Robin. So
I'm going to be 62.
That's right.
My next birthday. That's frightening, but I'd rather be over the hill than under the hill, and I'm going to keep saying that. Oh, scleroderma too. Aw, a shame. It's, he was doing really well up until just kind of recently. He had a problem with his blood sugar going really, really high, and then and it's the pulmonary. They say his lungs are very clear, but it's just something between his heart and the area of the lung, and it's making fluid collect, and he can't catch his breath. It's hard, and I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Jade said her dad had that and her aunt.
You know, that's very. I read about scleroderma, and they were saying that it's not usually a thing that runs in the family. They say that because I was looking into it, I get a lot of things that he was getting. They said that it's more likely I'll have like rheumatoid arthritis or lupus or something.
Yeah. Did you read Jersey's Lisa's?
I don't know. Romo Doolin. Can you write that? I gotta write it down. They put him on a special medicine that they were trying. For right now, he was on a little bit of, I think they were saying, like some kind of steroid treatment with, he was also getting diabetes medicine at the same time because his steroids were making his blood sugar high and then the insulin was making it low. It's horrible. Dr. Feldman.
I sent it to you on Messenger.
Okay. I'll look it up. I'll tell.
I'll send you the doctor's name.
He's not on a transplant list because I don't think they would have told me that he was a candidate. Believe me, my sister Tony's the kind of guy that would come if I wasn't talking, sit and hold my hand, and then leave. And he wouldn't ask the nurse how's she doing and is there anything, I think that like he wouldn't bug people about stuff. I'm worried that if the time comes that I need an advocate.
She said they also use Viagra for it.
Interesting.
Yeah. I sent her the name and the messenger, so she'll.
Well, he has right heart disease as well, and I know that they're trying to do like he's okay. When they were doing a procedure at the hospital, my sister-in-law says, "Did you talk to his doctor?" And the doctor said, "Well, I'm a doctor." And she says, "I know you're a doctor, but he has a doctor who knows his condition. He has several complex medical issues that are interfering with each other and making him sick." And she says, "You need to know what's going on and speak to the man who knows what's going on. So speak to his doctor before you do the procedure." And it's just the thought of doctors have like very big pros and stuff.
In the past, you went to the hospital, you saw your doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and that was continuity of care. But now they have all these hospitalists, and you don't see your own personal doctor in the hospital. So then these are all new people that you have no rapport with. I don't know how they consider that continuity of care. And I know it's hard for your own doctor to see his patients plus do the hospital thing, but it's not continuity of care. That's just my thought on the process.
I'm going to tell you, and it's so much not continuity of care that the last time I was having a surgery, it was at a hospital. I've gone to different doctors that belong to different hospital networks, and the old hospital network kept saying, "So you're still on?" And they started naming all these medicines, and I go, "No," and I haven't been on those medicines in over 5 years. So why? And not only that, I already had told the doctors previously. So I'm like, "Why is it not changed in your computer?" And I'm like, "If I'm passed out, are you going to start giving me these, I'm not on blood pressure medicine or anything for diabetes anymore. So you got to get that off my chart." And it's hard because no matter, they don't do, frightening.
Mm-hmm.
And then when
a lot of the good doctors have retired.
If I see a different doctor in the practice, they'll say, "So are you still taking that?" I'm like, "No, I haven't taken that in ages." And even the nurse, the nurse practitioner who can prescribe medicine or who is going to renew my prescriptions once said, "Well, it's not on your chart that you take that." And I go, "But I've been taking it every day for years." So, and it's like, you want to pull your hair out sometimes when you're.
Oh, you know what I hate? So I call in my mom's medicine to Walmart. We don't have any I give them the number on the bottle. We don't have any records that she filled that. I'm looking at the bottle. You filled it on such and such a date. Now you're going to tell me you don't have? It's ridiculous. And
It is?
let's talk about her pain doctor. Pain doctors are the worst because they think everybody is drug seeking, number one, which is not true. My mom is 84 years old. And if she quits doing stuff, I know she's hurting. For her to lay on her lounge chair all day, I'm telling you, I know she's hurting.
I wouldn't even know it just by knowing your mom, how this woman loves to go to stores. She loves to go to lunch. She loves to keep her house neat and tidy. I know she's a very active woman. I've seen her do it.
Yesterday, she was on the sofa, on her lounge chair all day. She couldn't walk. But these asses won't call me back and all she needs is to schedule another cortisone shot. I'm fixing to call and let loose.
I don't know. My doctors knew, because he belongs to like whatever medical group he belongs to. They no longer can just give you medicine for a year, like for your yearly checkup. Like they make you go in now. It's 2 or 3 times a year, and it never was like that. So my insurance only covers one checkup a year, and the next one I have to give them $75, and then everything that they submit to the insurance company is on me too, because I didn't do my deductible. And I just feel like I want to renew my prescriptions, and it could potentially cost me like $300 just to go to the doctor, and it makes me aggravated. I feel like just going as a non-insured patient and see what happens. But I'm not.
Right.
I don't know what to do.
My mom had the best pain doctor, and he left to go to another part of Louisiana. And bye Glenn.
Glenn. Yeah. I can't take a lot of the pain medicines that they want to prescribe to me anyway, and I even can't overdose. Not overdose, but I can't take a whole lot of Tylenol, but I'm not supposed to take NSAIDs. And the only thing they want to give me then is more of a restricted prescription. And I don't want to be on those drugs.
Right. Exactly.
And
I don't know.
And the local doctor over here I was going to, she said, well, what's left? I go, maybe getting a marijuana prescription. And she said, I don't think you'll qualify. And then I went to another doctor, and he said, yes, you qualify, and I'll give you one right away. And I said, I don't want to go to one of those clinics. And he said, no, I can give you your card. And I was like, oh, you? And he's like, yeah, you. And
And you see over here, you don't even get a card because it wasn't, I don't know now that they've legalized it.
We didn't pay.
We had, the doctor has to send it to the pharmacy, and all they allowed was drops. So that's how we get my drops.
Well, it became legal here a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I don't know. When it became legal here, there are still medical dispensaries, but there's public dispensaries now. And anybody over 21 with a driver's license can get it, or a state ID, whatever, you can get it. And my husband is more happy about that, but no, and he said to me something. I said, I have a hard time remembering stuff. He goes, it's because you smoke so much pot. And I go, I haven't really smoked pot in 2 weeks. And
I can see Tony.
Yeah. He's a squarehead. He never tried it. He never tried a cigarette in his life. He never tried pot or a cigarette.
Well, I never did either. And like the drops, I hate the way they taste. And it's the ones from LSU are like they're mint. So it's not so bad. But the one from Southern University, they have no flavor. So I bought the candy oil drop and add it to it to flavor it. Minty.
Hi, Uno.
Hi, Uno.
Uno looks like you're not wearing clothes in that picture. It's it's like itty bitty, but have a
I don't
beautiful.
know.
You know what? I'm glad that Jenna Jennifer has a good memory. That's so funny. My back in the day, like when I was turning, I think I was turning 13. I think I had a friend in Long Island and she was a bad influence. Wait, hey, you know, people could just put any picture up. Yeah, that's fine. She's looking.
That's funny.
But anyway, I mean, I've gone through periods in my life where I have smoked pot, and then I go through years where I don't. And I mean, back in the day, I used to be able to drink, and I mean by drink, like I could have a couple cocktails or I could have a couple beers. Now it's like if I have
Right.
2 sips of wine, my face turns beet red. I get hot. I feel like, ugh, and I need
Wait,
to sit.
Bobby, where's Bobby? Bobby, go check out Uno. Bobby, go check out Uno. I think
I
Uno
hope
should
you're
get
wearing
blue.
pants. I only have to wear. I'm not gonna highlight your picture.
Oh, it's
I
fun. It's just
One of our colleagues got their channel dumped because they showed somebody
very nice eye candy.
naked. Those are
Probably
naked.
me.
I can't see. My glasses aren't strong enough.
Oh,
I see
Robin
it.
said she's a cheap date.
Oh my god! I have so. I mean, I've had like 2 cocktails this whole year. That's how big of a drinker I am. And so, like, if your doctor asks you if you drink, and if you said like, well, I've had like, if you say like 2 drinks a week, they'll say you're an alcoholic, basically, and they don't trust anything you say. But I mean, honestly, cocktails this whole year. I am not a big drinker. I'm going to a wedding, and I don't know. Like, I'm debating if I even want to. Yeah, nah, it's probably the sulfites in the wine. It makes me feel
I
ill.
just got
I
another.
don't know. I never really liked wine anyway. I prefer. I guess I have Eastern European blood, and vodka somehow sits better with me. So I don't know. Do you think that when family like back, if you
Gives
see
you
like
migraines too.
Polish people drinking, they'll be drinking vodka like it's insane, like it's water. They just drink, drink, drink. Don't forget the thumbs up.
Exactly. If they say, "Oh, I only have a 6-pack," well, they probably have 2.
I
Or a
mean,
cake.
people say half what they drink. I really have only had 2 cocktails. So,
Anna's a fun drinker.
but I mean, I'll take a bong hit. Whatever.
Sounds fun.
It's so funny. People now could smoke a joint in the parking lot of places, and I'm like, it's so weird to me. And I'm like, they're not sneaking out behind a tree; they're just smoking in the parking lot. And I'm like, wow, it's crazy.
Drinker tinker.
Oh, Nana, yeah, I saw Nana get drunk. Yeah, you're getting a little frisky there.
Yeah. Nana is a little frisky when she drinks. Drinker
funny.
bell.
And I get like quiet and I start going. I start
Well,
saying
depends
that.
on what I'm drinking. See, if I
Yeah.
drink gin, I just cry. And anything else, I get stupid. So
Oh, so funny. I drank gin and tonics for the longest time, and I think it makes men much better looking than they really are. I know that that's weird. Like, talk about beer goggles. I get gin goggles. Oh my gosh! I date with a guy, and I met him at a bar drinking some gin and tonics, and then he shows up, and I'm like, that was you.
no,
Like,
gin just makes me it brings me down. It makes me very sad.
oh,
I don't like it. I used to drink. That's all I used to drink. No, not anymore.
like a vodka tonic.
I don't really. Look. I went on a cruise and I drank 2 drinks. Okay, so what does that tell you? I can't. I used to drink until I got drunk. Now I can't drink at all. That's what happens when you get old.
I prefer sitting
That's
here.
awesome, Jennifer.
I've had some exes that overindulged in alcohol, so I prefer when people don't drink alcohol around me. I'm not saying like a couple of drinks at like a supper, but people just sit and drink till they get like silly. And if Tony has too much wine, he starts singing German folk tunes, and I am not lying. And all of a sudden, he starts, and like German songs are coming out. And I'm like, I feel very uncomfortable. It's the Third Reich running through this room now. Come on, stop.
Right.
It's like
that's
real.
So awesome, Jennifer. So proud of you.
Oh, you're not drinking before he's good. Congratulations. German. He speaks German. I don't know. He's part German. And it's so funny because his sister identifies. This is funny. They identify. She identifies as Irish. Tony identifies as German Czechoslovakian. I think he never mentioned one.
Please, like you should do a short on Tony singing German.
I don't want him to get there. And and it's just funny. Mm-hmm. And then he wants to dance a lot, and it's like crazy.
But Tony looks like he likes to dance because at your wedding, you could tell he enjoyed the dancing and stuff.
We had to practice a little bit. I danced with him 2 dances last week, and I still feel like sore from it. And I'm so out of shape. It's terrible. And it's only been less than a year since my wedding, and I did not feel so I'm so out of shape. I should join. If there was like a physical therapy kind of like show, I need to do it. I'm so stiff. Mm-hmm. If I look up in the supermarket at a sign, I am so stiff that like I feel a pain all the way down on my butt, and I'm like,
I don't like beer. I don't like the taste of it.
There's one beer I do like though. I don't like beer usually, but is it called Blue Moon, the one where they put the orange slices? But I think it's because they put the orange in it. You're a newlywed.
Jade is a newlywed. Well, congratulations, Jade.
Well, next month is my anniversary, and I would love to go on a honeymoon. I think that would be.
Oh, Debbie said when her sister came up to visit, they roomed it up.
By the time I get to go on my honeymoon, now you're looking glitchy. Am I glitchy?
Me?
Yeah, weird.
Am I glitchy?
By the time I go on my honeymoon, we're gonna call it the vinegar moon because we're getting old and cranky. It looks so sad. No more honey.
Oh, hers is in April. Oh, she's a real honeymoon.
Mid-September is a year. Can you believe it, Dawn?
I know. Seems like yesterday I took that long ass drive.
What? It seems when? Like only 6 months ago?
I said it seems like yesterday I took that long ass drive.
I know. It's so sad. You rub it in all the time. I feel so bad. I'm like, I
know. We had a good time.
I'm glad you came. I'm so glad.
My kids weren't glad.
Aww.
I think more Sean than anybody wasn't glad, but he called every. You coming home tonight? You coming home tonight?
Yeah, but he was invited, so it was his choice to not come.
He didn't want to come. No,
Thomas
gets car sick, so there's no way.
It's not like, I don't know. I'm just saying we had extra room eventually.
Yeah, they didn't want to take that ride.
I don't blame them. Just going to I feel very uncomfortable leaving the house. I want to go on a vacation, but I know like if it actually came down to it, I'd probably get like anxious about it. But like for instance, I don't really like the idea anymore of flying as much as driving. So, and I know that there are more car accidents and plane accidents, but it's just the whole rigmarole of going to the airport and then having to deal with security and then having to board the plane. It just takes so long, and it feels it makes me, every little step of it is it makes me have anxiety. I can't help that. So when I'm just in the car, it's just the overall trip that might make me feel uncomfortable. And then like if we sometimes like will play comedians while we're sitting there, or different types of music.
Right.
I was laughing because if I don't think his car plays CDs, so you know he'll make a CD or something for us to listen to. Actually, in the car that has air conditioning, he could do an MP3. And the last time we took a big trip, he put all these songs together that were about celestial happenings, and I thought it was all romantic. And a lot of the songs, like "Fly Me to the Moon," for instance, which was our wedding song. So I said, "Oh, this is so romantic. It's so nice." And then it turns out it was eclipse. We were going to see the eclipse, in case you didn't hear.
Right. It was because
we were going to see the eclipse, and so that's why it was like things about "You Are the Sunshine of My Life."
But it was still sweet that he made that. Oh, Nana, Boone's Farm. Yes.
Boone's Farm.
Boone's Farm, Tickle Pink.
Anyway, I thought, oh, these were all for me, and then he admitted that they weren't really, and I'm like,
Right.
Anyway, he said, he goes, "I am so clueless when it comes to flirting and being romantic." He goes, "I must have missed a lot of opportunities." That's all I'm gonna say. I said, "You certainly."
So he was being romantic and he didn't even know it.
No, and that's why he fooled me a lot of the time. He once had a boo-boo. He hurt himself on his arm, and we were dating, and I said, "Oh, you want me to kiss it?" He goes, "No, why would I?" So I was laughing. I said, "I was flirting with you." He goes, "You were?" I go, "Yeah." Like dumbass.
Oh, the Miller ponies, yes.
Oh, the little Millers. I used to like
I
Miller.
did drink a few of those when we were kids. My mom and dad used to drink those. Like they would cut grass and then have a couple of those.
Did anybody ever have Riunite Lambrusco? I remember
Oh,
that.
yes. And you put apple in it.
Why? No.
Put apple pieces in it. It was good.
Oh, that's almost like sangria then. I remember drinking a lot
like
of
a slice of apple in it while you're drinking it. I don't know. It was
Riunite
good.
Lambrusco when I was getting ready for parties with my friends back in the day, in the 80s. Oh, wow. Long time ago.
Yes.
Do they even still make that?
I think so. I think they do.
Tony loves sangria. He loves that.
You
know what it is? He says, "I want my wine to taste like Hawaiian punch."
Yeah, I like sweet wine too. I don't like Merlot because it's just too dry.
Oh, wow. Or an iron pits.
Well, speaking of bonfires, my son did walk through a bonfire because he was drinking moonshine. I think
New York.
He was drunk.
We didn't have bonfires and car fires. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. And we didn't have. You lost me there. Oh man. Bonfires. I didn't have a backyard until I moved to New Jersey. It took me like 10 minutes just to get to the ground level.
Yeah. We were drinking one night and Garrett brought me home and my dad answered the door. Like, my dad was not a discipliner at all. Oh, shoot.
I had a friend who used to raid her parents' liquor cabinet, and she did the water. And her parents said, "She doesn't drink." I once ratted her out because she tried to kill herself. And I said, you need to deal with your daughter because, you know, I had the SATs the next day and she called me up saying she overdosed. And I was up with her all night. And then they didn't believe me that it even happened. And I said, you know, I can't. I lost I lost a friendship like that. But I really wanted her parents in on it because I didn't want her to die. And I knew I couldn't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding my face. Anyway.
Mountain Dew and vodka. Ooh, Lord.
Yeah. Fresca and vodka is good. Somebody said
Fresca.
champagne and Diet Coke is good.
Ew.
I know it sounds like that, but I've heard it's good. And the few people that have tried it said it was good. Maybe I could try that if there's champagne at the wedding. Maybe I'll bring my own diet soda with me.
I don't like strong stuff. You know, give me an amaretto and pineapple juice or some
That sounds unusual. I don't know if I want.
Or some what do you call it? The coconut rum and some orange juice or pineapple juice. That'll work for me.
Oh, pina colada. That's not bad. Have you ever had that?
Yeah, that's kind of what I had a couple of those on the boat.
Daiquiris. You never frozen daiquiri. You like frozen drinks.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I had on the ship when we went on a cruise. But the slimy, nasty candy straws that they gave you were disgusting because they would get wet, and as they get wet, they just Malibu rum. They would get like slimy feeling. I don't know. It was gross because they didn't do paper, which I guess is better than paper, but those straws were nasty.
I miss a good plastic bag at the supermarket, and I miss straws. New Jersey's pain in my butt.
You want me to send you some straws to use at your house?
Well, we actually bought a few.
Can you buy them still? They don't sell them.
I know they're going to do away with it. Look at this, no writing. They're going to do away with it, but they're still available at this point. So we have bought some, but
you can buy the big giant bag at Dollar Tree here.
A big giant bag? How big is a giant bag? I mean, at Dollar Tree we have. Really? Why do ours look like like this?
Because you're not supposed to have them.
Okay. You were a bartender. I bartended in the 80s for a few nights for a friend who owned a bar. Oh, you go shopping in Pennsylvania. I went to Pennsylvania and I got a bag I was in like the Wawa, and I got my soft pretzel. And she says, "Do you want a bag?" And I go, "Can I have a bag?" And she looked at me like, "Oh, yeah, okay, you can have a bag." And I was like, well, in New Jersey they don't have bags. I'm so excited to have a bag. And
when
she was happy.
Corey and I went to Walmart to get the rest of the stuff we needed for your cake, it was like we forgot we didn't bring a bag, and everything was like in the basket.
I know you're juggling. You have to bring the cart to the car.
I know. Oh,
so fun.
Bags with handles. Oh, I always, whether I need a bag or not, at Aldi's I buy the paper bags with the handles because I just think I love them.
Well, I bought 1,000 bags from Sam's Club or something when they stopped offering the bags, just so that I would have bags to use. Because I used to recycle them for things, I'll put like my cans and plastic things in them. I'll put garbage in them. I'll pick up dog waste with them. And anyway, I use them. And Tony's like, "What do we need with the bag?" I go, "We need bags." And now I told you he bought these like little holders for the bag. But we used quite a bit. And has it been a year since they didn't have them? I mean, it's over a year. They didn't have them at wedding time. Oh, it's so sad. I got scolded at a bakery because the old lady, remember I told you that old lady said, I bought all these things. It was all over the counter. It was a lot of stuff. It was Tony's birthday. And she says, I said, can I have, she was standing, there was a lot of paper bags right behind her. And she goes, we don't have bags. And I go, you've got plenty of bags right behind you. And she says, you have to come shopping with the bag. And I'm thinking, well, then who are those bags for? The people that didn't spend? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a bag. Shut the F up.
I don't know what we would do if we had no bags here.
Oh,
But
baby.
anyway. Suzy, I'm going to have to start wrapping it up. I got to go mail packages, and I got to bring Sean to get his glasses.
Okay.
I mean, you could stay on if you want. It's your channel.
No, we could go because I don't know if, does anybody know if Amy's still on? Because we could go see her. Well, I'll go over to Amy's.
All right. I'll pop in and say hi, and then I have to hit the road.
Okay. All right.
Thank
No,
you guys for coming.
yeah, thanks for
Appreciate
coming.
it. And
Have a
don't
good week.
forget, what we forgetting? Sunday, Nana's, 1:00 Eastern.
And next week's on your channel.
Next week is on my channel, and then next week will be Deals of the Dawns. This week
Okay.
it's Kim's Adopted Retrospect, her TGI Friday, and then next week it'll be Deal of the Dawns. So
Thanks
see
for
y'all.
coming. Thanks
Bye,
for
y'all.
coming. Take care. Bye.
You have to hit the end.
I know. I did.